So if you live in America, we already know that price has been rising for years. And now that those tariffs has been put in place for about, a good year or so now, we've seen prices jump even more. So if you're looking for any relief, it probably won't come anytime soon. Let's jump into it and see exactly what is going on. And I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. You all check in. Let us know where you're watching from and how you are doing. Of course, I'm checking in from Northern New Jersey. Let's head into this Dollar Tree over in Maplewood. Also a plus. These past few years showed me. Hey family, welcome back to another video. This is Shauna and I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. You all check in. Let us know where you're watching from and how you are doing. Of course, I'm checking in from Northern New Jersey. So yes, if you're looking for any relief from the whole tariff, something was going on with the tariffs when they were supposed to be negotiating and hopefully bringing down, I think it was 15% and they kept it at 10% or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So they were supposed to be handling the tariff situation because prices are ridiculous. Y'all know we've been battling inflation for a while now, and we didn't see prices come down as fast as they went up, right? It's something like the weight. Once you gain weight, it don't go down as fast as you gained it, right? It's something like that. But the issue is, will we see prices come down in the end at all? Would we really see it? And if certain prices go down, are we guaranteed for other prices not to go up? Where if certain prices do go down, it's not going to make a difference because our budget will still be over budgeting or still too much to handle if other prices are still increasing. Let's see what's going on. So Goldman says U.S. consumers are stuck with higher prices, even after the Supreme Court ruling opens door to $180 billion in tariff refunds. But who's getting these refunds, y'all? So the Supreme Court's decision striking down President Donald Trump's tariffs has created a $180 billion opportunity for U.S. companies to recoup the cost of the import taxes through potential refunds. So for American consumers, however, the chances of seeing relief are slim. So Goldman economists warn that while tariff-related inflation has likely peaked, prices are unlikely to meaningfully fall anytime soon. Because once prices go up and companies see that, consumers are still buying, they are benefiting from it, they're not going to just put prices down. Come on now. We know that. That's how business works. I know it sucks, but we know it's not going to come down. Tariffs added a 0.7 increase in inflation over 10 months, and Levies are expected to add another 0.1% in 2026. Analysts wrote in a note to clients on Monday, we will not expect companies to lower prices in response to tariff reductions nearly as quickly as they increase them in response to tariff increases. Tariffs were a massive pain point for U.S. consumers in 2025, contributing to the lowest levels of consumer confidence in 11 years, family, and fueling concerns over a K-shaped economy, in which lower-income Americans struggle to afford goods while wealthier households continue to spend. Then they have some data coming up from the Federal Reserve of New York published earlier this month, confirmed Americans were bearing the brunt of the tariff impact with 90% of the levies being passed down to U.S. companies and consumers. So the Supreme Court ruling that Trump could not use the International Emergency Economic Power Act to justify tariffs opened the doors for U.S. importers to access what Goldman estimate is about $180 billion pool of tariffs revenue in the form of refunds. Companies like Costco already sued the Trump administration months ago in an effort to ensure it was eligible for a full refund should tariffs under the IEEPA be rejected. The retailer has absorbed tariffs costs in order to keep the prices lower for the consumers. So tariff inflation may remain stubbornly elevated, though, because we will continue to eat the costs. Even if they do get these refunds, it could take some time. That's one thing to think about. Um, but like I said, prices gonna go up fast, and if they ever do come down, it's gonna come down even slower. It's gonna come down very slow. So yeah, let me know how y'all feel about that. Trump responded to the Supreme Court ruling by imposing a 10%, then 15% global tariff under Section 122 of the 1974 Trade Act. The section outlines the ability to impose a temporary 150-day import tax to address large and serious deficits or currency depreciation through some experts warned this pass to impose levies is also legally dubious. The Trump administration has also invoked Section 301, which is used to impose retaliatory tariff on foreign countries engaging in discriminatory trade practices. They're saying that there can be a predicted that the new 15% tariffs would alter tax rates for some trading partners, but will only modestly reduce overall tariff rates from above 10% in 2025 to only 9% in 2026. That's not nothing. The policy changes were in line with our expectations and our estimates of the effects on tariffs on inflation and growth are consequently little change. So we're not going to see much. So for those who are seeking refunds, while the Supreme Court ruling created an opportunity for refunds for companies, right? The decision did not outline a repayment process, complicating how American importers, let alone consumers, might recover months of spending on illegal duties. So the companies might not see it. Regular American consumers who going into debt to keep up really might not see it. They're saying that my sense is that this could be dragged out for weeks, months, or even years. We'll see what happens there. Someone else says, I got a feeling that American people won't see it at all. So let us know, do y'all feel like we will see any relief at all when it comes down to the tariffs that's been put in place, the inflation that we have actually been fighting for years at this point? Would prices actually start to drop, even if it is a few years from now? I don't think that prices are going to drop. And that's my honest opinion. I don't think that prices are going to drop. Even if grocers, these large companies, do see relief, I think that we're still going to be paying the same prices that we've been paying for the past few years. Even if they do see relief. I don't know. But if prices do drop, it would be on certain goods like the basics of milk and probably eggs and probably bread. But it also depends on the supply chain of those items as well. Are there any issues when it comes down to dairy? Are there any issues when it comes down to, let's say, flour or wheat or whatever? Are they having any supply chain issues? Those are things to take into consideration as well. But as far as the relief, will there be any relief? It's in the talks, but we don't know what's really going on, right? We don't know what's really going on. Like I said, if the companies do receive some type of refund from eating in all them tariffs, like places like Costco, they're saying that they kept prices low, even though they've been taking a hit with those tariffs and still kept their prices low. Even if places like that get a refund, would prices actually drop? Even though I don't shop at Costco, so I don't know if the prices went up or down. So if you shop at Costco, y'all got to let us know, did the prices jump in Costco as well? Because I know I shop in BJ's. I know I shop in Sam's Club and ShopRite and Walmart. And I know some of you shop in the same places. And we saw prices do nothing but climb regardless. So would the prices actually come down? At the end of the day, like I said, I really don't think so. And I think that we're going to continue to fight this thing called higher prices, price increases, and everything overall. And we are left to just figure it out. That's my honest opinion for today's report. So we're going to leave this video right here where it's at. Let us know what you guys think. Would prices start to drop if there's a refund that's sent out to, one, those company owners like Costco, Sam's Club, whatever, to the stores, Or if there's a refund, would consumers, would people like you and I actually receive a refund? I doubt it. I mean, I highly doubt it. Would we actually receive a refund for putting all of our little monies into these businesses to try to keep up with the economy, even though we're all drowning? Let us know. Until next time, y'all, thank you all for tuning in into today's video. This is Shauna, and I'm officially checking out from Moments with Us. You all stay prepped, stay blessed, stay safe, and most of all, remain beautiful queens and kings. Love you all, and God bless. Peace out. If you are new here and you did enjoy today's video, all you have to do is subscribe just like that. Peace.